Hi, thank you so much for showing up today and practicing with me. Today we're focusing in on our fourth chakra, our Anahata. This power center meeting unstuck is our fourth primary energy center located in our chest. It develops between 4 and 7 years of age. It's connected with our social identity, with ourselves, and with the world. It's our heart chakra, where we identify the right to love, the right to be loved, and we exercise self acceptance and self love here and with others in this chakra. The rights are I am loved and I have the right to love. And the seed sound is Lam, Lam, Lam. The element is air, sense is touch, and the yoga path is bhakti, so devotional. Chanting is great, prayer. So, balance characteristics of this chakra include being compassionate, loving, empathetic, self loving, peaceful, balanced, and having a really good immune system. Imbalances can show up in our life in areas of love, balance, self love, relationships, intimacy, excessive demanding, clinging, jealousy. There's a bunch of stuff. We want this balanced for sure. So some practices that help you balance this are breathing exercises, pranayama. We're going to do some of that today. Yoga, of course. Biofeedback, meditation, Reiki, heart opening postures. So if you do heart opening postures and other things besides yoga, journaling, self-discovery, and psychotherapy focus on forgiveness, grief, and relationships, codependency issues. So the shadow energy of this energy center is anger and wrath. I know we've all experienced that before, but the grace for this energy center is fortitude. I know that's something we definitely want to experience more. Okay, so go ahead and get in your comfortable seat. Make sure that your hips are elevated a little higher than your knees. So you can grab your block, sit it under your seat if you would like. Go ahead and start settling into your environment, rolling your shoulders, maybe bringing your chin side to side, loosening up through your neck, finding your place here. Giving yourself gratitude for showing up, quieting your mind, being here. This is the only thing on your to-do list for now. Start to center your thoughts, feeling the ground underneath you, pulling those shoulders away from your ears. Breathing into your belly. Like love, air surrounds and sustains us in this life. Anahata is the chakra of positive energy, connecting the lower chakras to the higher ones. When it's fully open, the heart chakra becomes a channel for the higher ones. And universal compassion, our true self. It is here in this space that we invite the infinite love to flow through us, allowing it to heal ourselves and others. The lesson of the heart is that we must fully love and accept ourselves before we can love and accept others. Noticing your breath. Spread your collarbones wide, reaching up through the crown of your head, letting your ears balance on top of your shoulders. If it's comfortable for you, you can bring one hand to your heart and the other to the top of your belly. Feeling the love for yourself Now bring your awareness to the space that surrounds your heart. Notice as it rises and falls with your breath. As you inhale, feel your belly expand and fill your lungs with fresh air. As you exhale, feel your belly contract, emptying out, creating space for your newfound awareness. Now imagine you're breathing in a large emerald light through your nostrils, settling down into your heart space. It brings with it warmth. Maybe you feel your upper body beginning to warm. As you breathe, allow this light and warmth to grow. Only by opening our hearts can we allow love to come in. If you have felt pain, perhaps a broken heart, you've opened yourself up enough to expose yourself to vulnerability. This is a courageous move. By doing so, you can extend light onto those who need love. So take a moment here to call to mind someone or multiple people whom you love. Really visualize these people or that person with feeling the energy that they bring to your life. Now allow love to radiate from your heart space out and into this person or people. Now call to mind someone or multiple people you may have a tough relationship with. Bring their face clearly to your mind's eye. Now allow love to radiate from your heart space and into this person or people. Deep breath here. Now call to mind yourself. Picture yourself here in this room, not a past version of yourself and not a future version of yourself, just you and all of your radiant light. Bring your face very clearly into your mind's eye. Now, using all of this love, compassion, and openness cultivated here in this space, begin to wrap yourself up in love, sending it out from this space that holds your heart. Come back to your breath. I'm going to do thymus tapping. So grab 2 or 3 fingers and place them in between your breast on your sternum. And we're going to tap 2 to 3 inches this space. Just hanging out here for a second. These vibrations are going to stimulate the thymus gland. And that is your immune surveillance system. So this tapping can help stimulate white cell growth. So this is a great practice to do every day, multiple times a day. So about 5 more taps. And go ahead and remove your block. Grab your both blocks. Bring them stacked on top of each other, long ways, to the top and middle of your mat. We're going to move into fish posture, supported fish. So coming all the way down onto your blocks. You can see me very well. Just going to cue it because I don't know if you can see me. So use your bolster or blocks and lay where the support should be at your shoulder blades. So the block will be placed around this part of your back. If you are a little confused, you can bring your arms out to a T, and you can also bring your feet pads together in butterfly for this posture. We're going to be hanging out here for a couple of minutes. So find the most comfortable place. If the blocks aren't working for you, you can always try removing one block, and if that's still not working for you, you can just come flat to the ground. Just listen to your body here. Allow your shoulder blades to wrap around the blocks or bolster. Bring your arms down, really letting them weight into the ground. This is a great shoulder opener, chest opener. Stretches the intercostal muscles of your ribs or between your ribs. Stretches the muscles and fascia in your chest, abdominals, and neck. You can let your eyes close or focus on an object. This supported fish is a great posture for anxiety and depression. A lot of times we hunch forward to protect our heart when there's heart chakra issues, and this really helps to open up the chest, counteracts that rolling forward. Finding your breath in this posture. Take a deep inhale, roll over to your right forearm, and slowly come up to seated. How was that? Moving into cow face here. So with your legs crossed in front of you, go ahead and bring your left heel a little closer to your right hip, bringing your right knee to stack on top of your left. So heels are as close as comfortable to your hips. To bring more of a challenge, you can try to get them a little closer to your hips. Maybe stack your knees a little more on top of each other. So to open up the back body, we're going to go into cow face in eagle arms. So your left leg is on top, so your right arm needs to be on top here. So binding by hooking your elbows, wrapping your arms around. Now opening up through your back, bringing your gaze to your elbows. Opening up through your back body. Feel your whole body fill with breath on your inhale. Now slowly start to release your arms. Bring your feet into butterfly. You give them a little bit of a flap. And we're moving to the other side. So bring your right. No, that's the side we did before. Sorry about that. Your opposite side. Whichever one you did. Eagle arms. If eagle arms isn't working for you today, you can just stack the backs of your hands together, or even just place your hands in front, heart center, on the ground, whatever is working for you today. Arch your back even more into that cow spine on your next exhale, bringing space between your shoulder blades. More deep inhale here on your next exhale, and release. Bring your feet back together for butterfly. Up a little flap if that feels right for your body. You're coming to easy seat, or you can stay in butterfly if you would like. We're going to do a little pranayama, Viloma breath. Viloma breath is a pranayama that pauses at different parts of your body. So you take a deep inhale, filling your body completely with air. Exhale down to your collarbone. Hold. I like to count for 6 seconds, but you can hold as long as comfortable. Then exhale down past your chest. Hold. Exhale again, all of the air out of your belly. Hold. Deep inhale all the way to the top, filling your belly with air, filling your ribs in your chest. Exhaling to your collarbone. Holding. Exhale the air from your chest. Hold. Now exhale all of the air from your belly. Inhale, fill all the way to the top. You can also do the pauses on your inhale. It's really up to your preference. Exhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. One more round of this Viloma breath. Exhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Exhale all the way, all of the air from your belly. Moving to subscapular release. So grab one of your blocks. I would place it on the second height. Come down to your right side and place this block underneath your armpit onto your lat. So you can bend your arm here, rest your head if you would like, or just let your head hang down. But before you settle in here for this hold, move back and forth and find the sweet spot on your lat that needs to be released. I realized mine was pretty far back, the trigger point. When you find that sweet spot, just hang out there. We're going to stay here for a couple of minutes. And listen to your body. If you feel like you have released and you want to try a different spot, feel free to move around on your block to find that area that needs some extra love. Deep inhales. Remember, never working through pain, but a little discomfort is okay. So bring your left hand to the mat and lift your body using your core. Remove the block, coming into lying Buddha. Your arm is just about 30 degrees out from your shoulder. Let your ribs fall towards the mat. You can bring your legs straight in front of you or bending at the knee. Bring your shoulder away from your ear. Just notice mine was creeping up. Should feel pretty good after that release, subscapular release. Letting your ribs separate as they melt towards the ground. Stretching your breath here. The yogic idea that the fewer breaths you take in life, the longer you will live. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, slowly make your way to child's pose. Bring a lateral lean by stretching your arms towards the top of your mat and then reaching over first to the right corner of your mat, anchoring through your right glute, feeling that opening through your whole side body, reaching with your fingertips. I like to visualize my fingertips as little tree frog fingers gripping to my mat here. Deep inhale, coming back through center, opposite side. One more breath. Now grab your block, doing the subscapular release on the left-hand side. So you can play with the block height or side. If something felt a little off on your last side, you can always modify this posture. This is your practice. So bringing the block underneath your armpit here. Maybe mine a little higher. Finding that sweet spot. Play around with your arm. See how it feels by just reaching it towards the end of your mat. Feels a little different for me. It's a different sensation, a little deeper. Maybe play around with your legs. Adds a little more weight by stretching them out. Stacking your shoulders on top of one another. Breathing into this release. Be at ease with your body. Listen to its commands. Last few seconds here, maybe roll around. Possibly finding another spot. Exhale, bring that right palm to the ground. Lifting yourself up, using your core to stabilize you. Removing your block. Coming into lying Buddha. Shoulders pulled away from your ear. Arm is 30 degrees past your shoulder. Let your ribs fall towards the mat. More deep inhale. Exhale. Come to all fours. push back to child's pose. Into those lateral, reaching fingers. So starting out with the left side of the mat, pulling your fingertips, anchoring your hips. Coming back through center. Moving to the opposite side. Bring your hands back through center. Raise up to all fours. Your hips a little, or your knees a little wider than your hips, sorry, and come down to your elbows. Maybe reaching your arms forward. Letting your hips stay stacked on top of your knees. Forehead can rest on the ground. If you have knee issues here, you can place a blanket underneath your knees. Or a trick that I like to use is to press in to the tops of the feet or the shins, and that really alleviates a lot of the pressure off of the knees. Let your heart hammock down to the ground. You can place your forehead onto the ground and roll back and forth, releasing any pressure in your face, any tension. If you start to feel a tingling sensation in your arms, maybe try spreading them wider or bending at the elbows. And also bend at the elbows and rest your forehead on your hands. So you're counteracting the rounding of the spine here. You're increasing your shoulder mobility. You're also stimulating the lung and heart meridians. So listen to your body. If there's any changes you need to make, there's no wrong way to do yoga unless you are hurting yourself. We're finding that balance between effort and balance and surrender. The beautiful thing about yin. And tell yourself, I am worthy of love because I am love. And I am deeply loving to myself and others. One more deep inhale here. As you exhale, strengthen your core, press into your palms, and walk them underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees to stack underneath your hips. So you're in all fours here. Pull your navel in to create that flat back. Now rooting in through your left hand and the tops of your feet to alleviate that pressure off of your knees. Raise your right hand towards the sky, bringing your gaze to your fingertips. Now thread the needle. Your hips should stay stacked on top of your knees. You can bring your left hand straight in front of you. Try to line your heels up. Breathing into your shoulders, your rhomboids, your whole upper back. Pressing into that left hand. Come back to all fours. Rolling your shoulders back. Maybe bring your spine to a cat. On your exhale, inhale. That cow. Somewhere around. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Come back to neutral spine. Knees stacked under hips. Hands under shoulders. Root through that right hand. Lift your left hand to the sky. And thread the needle, bringing it underneath your right arm. Placing it on the ground. Stacking your hips on top of your knees. Maybe bringing that right hand flat in front of you. I'm checking to see if your scales line up. Sorry, I think I hit the mic there. Remembering that the greatest of all my gifts is love. Deep inhale, exhale, start to come out of that posture. Finding your way to child's pose, whichever variation feels right for you. If you would like to bring your arms in front of you, if you would like to come into supported child's pose with your bolster underneath your torso, even between your legs. You would like to come into fawn leaf by bringing your hands, palms facing up, reaching towards your heels. Quieting your mind. Maybe bringing back that intention you had for class. Maybe the loving kindness meditation that we did as we were settling in. Maybe bringing back that feeling of love for yourself, or maybe for someone that's easy to love. Maybe even someone that is hard to love. I think it's good to remember that forgiveness doesn't release the person from the karma of their action. It releases you from their karma. Or bitterness only hurts you. Resetting your nervous system here. You're setting yourself up for success. On your next inhale, go ahead and start to come back to your senses and lift your core, bringing your feet pads together for butterfly. This could be supported if you would like. You can place the blocks underneath your feet if you would like. Your practice. On your next exhale, bring your chest towards your feet. Now remember, we're working on heart openers here, so pull your shoulders back, hinging at the hips, not at your waist. Helps you to keep that bright chest. As you exhale, coming closer to your feet. As you inhale, reaching through your crown, growing your spine. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Release one foot at a time. You place your hands behind you and do a little windshield wiper with your knees side to side. So coming back to cow face legs, almost a little different. Go ahead and bring your left heel towards your right butt cheek and cross your right leg over. We're going into a bind here. If it feels good for you, you can do half bind if you would like. So keeping your knee right here in front of your sternum, bring your left elbow to hook on top of your right knee. You can stay here, opening your chest, bringing your right arm behind you, or if you would like to go into a full bind, which will really be juicy for your shoulders, you can hook this left elbow around your knee, reaching through your leg, pulling your right arm behind your back and clasping your fingertips. You can do this with a strap if you would like, or a belt. This is really nice for the shoulders, so I encourage you try. Remember, it doesn't have to look any certain way. You can feel completely silly doing it, but it feels great. Breathing into these places that you may feel some resistance. I'm feeling it all in my hips, my shoulders, my triceps, my chest. Next inhale, reaching through the crown of your head. Exhale, release your arms, bring them down to the mat. Go ahead and switch out to your legs. Right heel to left butt cheek, right or left leg stacked on top, knee in front of your sternum. Go ahead and hook your right elbow on your left knee. You can stay here by twisting. Left arm behind you, or you can go ahead and hook that hand through the knee crease, reaching, clasping your hands. Really great chest opener here, shoulder opener. One more deep inhale. Exhale, start to come out of the posture. So this is our last, or that was our last working posture. We are moving into Shavasana now. So go ahead and set yourself up. If you need to make any movements beforehand, go ahead and do that. Once you're settled in, start to feel yourself melting into your mat. What do you need to do to be 5 or 10% more comfortable? Relax your entire body, just sinking into the mat beneath you. Release the backs of your legs. Let your feet fall. Release your ankles, your thighs, all of the muscles in your legs. Relax your torso, low back, mid back, your shoulders. Making any adjustments you need to fully come into your space. Releasing your upper arms, your forearms, your hands. Releasing any tension you're holding in your shoulders, your jaw, your neck. Allowing your body to make full contact with the ground underneath. Releasing your jaw, maybe even allowing your mouth to open slightly, resting your tongue in your mouth. So focus your attention inward, focusing in on your breath. We're going to go through a few loving affirmations here, so let my voice be yours. You can choose to repeat them to yourself or just listen. I am quiet and I listen to my heart's song. I choose to be united with all beings. Love opens and heals me. I choose the peace that surpasses all understanding. I am love. I am peace. I am light. I follow my heart's desire for truth, goodness, and love. I am worth loving. There is love all around me. Let your breath begin to deepen. You feel your body on the mat. You start to move your fingers and toes. Rolling to the right side of your mat, body. If you need to wake up, do some more activity for today. And moving to the left side of your mat and body. You are done for the day and you're just going to relax. Slowly making your way up to seated posture, rolling your shoulders back. Maybe releasing your neck in any way that you need to. Stopping at center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Sorry the sun went down a little faster than I expected. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever that looks like for you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day for yourself. And have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Namaste.